What's up guys, I'm Nico of CAMCRUNCH, and today I wanted to do a quick comparison between lens hoods for the Canon 24 to 105 millimeter L series lens. Now the one I have here on the right is the original lens hood that comes with the lens when you buy it, and this one on the left is a new one that I bought, which is a third-party lens hood. And the reason why I bought this was because I'm actually planning to sell this lens, and if I do, I want a nice looking hood to come with the lens, because as you guys might know, the Canon lens hoods are very scratch and mark prone, so these ones get marks really easily, and I kind of wanted to give a a nice looking one for if I do plan to sell this lens. So I'm just going to give you guys a quick comparison between the two, just in case you guys were planning to buy a new lens hood, or your first lens hood for your lens, depending on whether or not your specific lens comes with a lens hood. So I'm going to zoom in just a little bit and move the lens out of the frame. So let's start with the original lens hood. Now off the bat, you can feel like when you're comparing that the original lens hood, the plastic is a little bit thicker. It's a little bit more solid. It's not as flimsy as the other one. Another difference is that it is also lined with this velvet felt material. I don't know if you guys can see that, but this is how all of the Canon L series lens hoods are lined, and the reason for this is it gives further diffusion when you are when light hits it. Instead of having a flat surface where it can bounce off easily, it diffuses more. It's the same principle as like noise proofing a room. You put cushions that aren't flat so that the noise bounces off in several different directions and diffuses that noise. That's the same principle. Another difference is that this has the Canon brand. It says EWA3H Canon Inc. made in Japan, all that stuff. Now let's move on to the third-party lens hood. This lens hood has C, and then it has the model number, so it's a similar model number to this one. It doesn't have any Canon branding whatsoever, and again, it's a little bit more flimsy. The plastic's a little bit thinner. It doesn't have that inner lining in here. It's just flat plastic, and overall, the build quality isn't as good. Now, does it really matter? Well, I've tested it a little bit, and the results in terms of reducing flare have been exactly the same. Now, one thing to note is that when I first put on the lens hood, it was a little bit harder to put on because it's a little bit more flimsy. This actually wasn't perfectly flat. I had to adjust it a little bit and make it fit, but now it just fits on nicely. So all you have to do is put it on just like you would normally put on a Canon lens hood. And once it's on, it's pretty stiff. It's in place, and it's all good to go. But you can actually see the difference between putting this one on and the original one on. So I'll take this one out. Feels a little stiffer, harder to put on, while the original one, all you have to do is turn it into place. So let's do that again. And there. But once it's on, it's pretty good, and it does look just like your original lens hood. And there you have it, guys. So if you're thinking about buying this third-party lens hood, it is pretty good, and it serves it does its job well, and it is a lot cheaper. So it's an option for you out there. And it was only $5, so it's not that expensive. I hope you guys liked this video. I hope it helped out. I know it wasn't as informative as my other videos, but I'm sure it will help some people out there making that decision. I'm Nico of CamCrunch, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.